Hello there. So this video will cover the different types of switches and keyboards, their disadvantages, their advantages, and also just a little quick statement I would like to make about the Pro X Superlights, especially the two, because I just bought the one and I realized maybe the two is worth upgrading to. So starting off with your traditional keyboard mechanical switches, these are your switches that utilize a metal contact or a physical contact to register a key press. So obviously one will know that, there's going to be a debounce delay because once you press down a key, you bottom it out, but you got to lift it back up for it to register another key press, right? So there's going to be a delay between that. And also, these are the least durable switches. They will wear out over time because if metal's pressing against metal, obviously over time something bad will happen. So it's not really durable. I mean, obviously it's a lot of clicks, but I mean a lot of presses, but it's not as durable as the other ones. And the linear tactile clicky, these are just personal preference, their personal feel. They don't really hinder the fact that these are just mechanical switches. They use a physical contact to register key presses. Now moving on, we have optical switches. This is just a general reference image I found online. Obviously Razer or Gatreon do it differently, but the general gist of things, there is just the key cutting a beam of light, that's shown by the PCB. So basically, this is faster. It's actually a bit faster than mechanical switches, and then they're also a lot more durable, right? Because there's no like physical contact happening in the switch. It's just cutting a beam of light, but there's still a debounce delay because it takes time for the metal to like release, like pull up from the light and then press it back down. So there's still a debounce delay, but it's much more durable. Now, this is where things get complicated. This is a much more rejuvenated switch. These are the Hall effect switches, and these are the switches you find in the Wooting, the SteelSeries Apex Pros. And this is what gives you, rapid trigger and that zero point 0.1 millimeter actuation distance. This is what gives you that like really, really low actuation distance because the switch is the technology is Hall effect. And I'm not going to go in depth, but basically it detects very minimal changes in voltage, which hence allows like very analog features, let's say. So rapid triggers. So there's no debounce delay at all. So once you lift up that key, the computer recognizes it and you can press down again without even lifting up the keys. Like the moment you release a little bit of pressure from the key, your computer will sense. I mean, you can adjust that, of course, because it's fully analog, but your computer will sense um, when you release that key and when you press it back down. So basically, no delay in between key presses at all. It is the thing for gaming, tactical shooters like Valorant, CS:GO. It's quite expensive, but it's worth the investment. It's also very durable, like optical switches. Now, what I was gonna say about the Superlight, I just got the Superlight one recently, and the Superlight one does use mechanical switches for mouse presses, and just like keyboards, it utilizes metal contact or physical contact to register a mouse press. Now, this causes double clicks. Double clicks are a big thing, and it's eminent with mechanical switches, and I don't want that. So I just placed an order for the Superlight 2. And here's just a little animation for Logitech's website. This is the main difference. They use light force switches. These are hybrid optical mechanicals. Optical mechanical hybrids, right? But they utilize optical technology. Just like in keyboards, there's a metal piece cutting this beam of light, which obviously makes it faster, but also makes it nearly impossible, or I should say, just impossible for double clicks to ever happen. It's going to be a lot more durable too. You get like I think tens of millions more mouse presses. So this is the way to go. And honestly, for just 18 bucks more on Amazon, it's on discount right now. I think it's a worthwhile upgrade. And especially with 4K hertz pulling too, that's just 4,000 times or 4 times stuff being sent to your computer. But this is the main difference. And I think going for optical should be the standard nowadays. Even magnetic for a keyboard, but for mice, optical should be the standard.